So you might hear a little bit of noise because they're doing some work up there. And I gotta tell you, my poor cat got sprayed by a skunk last night. Now you Brits are lucky because you don't have skunks over there, but boy, I'm telling you, you know, people say that really good weed smells like skunk and they call it skunk weed. Let me tell you something. That ain't nothing. Anyway, so Julie and I were talking, and I was thinking, hey, you know what? We got a lot of people out there that are like, you know, former fans that, you know, are in their kind of 50s and 60s. So I was thinking, you know, they may not want to hear the old tunes the way that we used to do them, you know. So I was thinking, here's an idea. Let's do a greatest hits album using an easy listening format. Now, can you imagine? Easy listening punk. Brilliant, right? I mean, hell, they do it with Joni Mitchell. You know, you hear help me, it's a up all in like, you know, grocery stores and stuff, you know, done by like, you know, these different little vocal groups and everything that nobody's ever heard of. So why not take some of Gidget's really big hits, like Dead Things, slow them down a bit, well, a lot really, and, you know, maybe throw in some violins and some keyboard, you know, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, you know, kind of stuff, and, you know, do up like a Montavani kind of punk album, you know. So, yeah, I mean, I really think that's a damn brilliant idea. Nobody's ever done it. Easy listening punk. Hey, I was listening to Fear today. I've been looking for this song for the longest time. And it's really weird because I don't think the song is actually listed on the album, you know. But it's, you know, it's just like kind of African beat and stuff, and these words, you know, it's not like lyrics. It's just kind of like a booga, you know. And then at the end of the song, you realize that booga thing is a book of matches. So I always called it the Book of Matches song. Nobody knew what the hell I was talking about. I finally found it today on the More Beer album. But there's two different versions of the More Beer album that Fear put out. And one of them doesn't have it on it, and the other one does. Oh, actually, it does have it on. Both of them do have it on it, but one of them, it's a shorter version, and it's further on in the album. If you get it up on YouTube. Like I say, there's two different versions of the album. There's the reissue and the original. And it's the original, which came out about 1982, I think, something like that. That's got that song on it, and you gotta hear it. It's great. Fear was one of our, you know, kind of idol bands, you know, that we were really into back then, and along with Black Flag, Bad Brains. You know, those were the guys that we wanted to emulate. And also, like I say, the Barbecue Killers, which I looked them up, and apparently they're all still around, and they're all still gigging as far as I can see. And Pajama Slave Dancers, they've done several reunions. So it's great to know that these people are still around. They're not going to be that hard to get a hold of. I shot Dax Rexford a message, a private message on Facebook last night, and hopefully he'll get back to me, because even if we don't, you know, use the whole band of Pajama Slave Dancers, you know, Dax was one of the early members, and, you know, he does the reunions, which is great to know because his health was pretty bad there for a while. Back when I was playing with him, I was doing a thing called Project Zero right after Gidget. And Dax was one of the people that I was jamming with, and we did this really phenomenal version, just he and I. I think maybe the drummer came in a little bit there as well, of Dave Brubeck's Take 5. And so I'll have to dig that up and put that into a digital format and, put that up for you, because that's a phenomenal thing. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, easy listening punk. Nobody's ever done it. It'll be a first. And I'm sure, if we like go to somebody like K-Tel, if they're still around, I don't know. But somebody like K-Tel could put it on, like, the cable channels and sell it and stuff, and put it on, get those companies that make these big tape, well, it's not tape anymore. I would imagine it's, DVD or DAT or, one of those forms. When, they have these things in the grocery stores, that looped music. Well, if we could get those companies interested in putting some of our tunes on the grocery store thing, we'll have people walking around singing, why don't you just tear my heart right out of my chest? Oh, they will slow it down. Why don't you tear my heart right out of my chest? Put it in formaldehyde along with the rest of your dead things, your precious dead things. And then when I come up against words like the F word, because I use that a lot, like the chorus, it goes, what the do you really know about, anyway, yeah, so I will just change the F word. Instead of saying the F-U word, I'll say flowers. So, what the flowers do you really know about your dead things? Oh, your flower dead things. Brilliant, right? That one ought to go. And devastation. That's another one that'll, that's another one that'll go over really big. And maybe even we can slow down Mary Lou. She said her name was Mary Lou. Yeah, that's brilliant right there. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do an album of easy listening punk, Gidget Goes to Hell's greatest hits. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that by you. Maybe you can get in touch with me and let me know what you think of the idea. And what I'll do is I'll get a hold of a little cheesy Casio keyboard so I can plunk out the tunes on, keyboard. Because keyboard, let's face it, keyboard is not exactly a punk instrument. It's not exactly a rock and roll instrument. It's just sort of there to, I don't know. Usually the keyboard player is the person in the band that's got all the money. Something like that. Kind of like, you let the kid do the dancing on the side of the stage because he owns all the amps, So anyway, yeah, easy listening punk. What an idea. Anyway, get in touch with me. Let me know what you think of the whole idea, and we'll kick that over some. All right? Take care. Oh, you might wonder what's going on with my hair. Well, it's long enough now to put in a little ponytail, so just to get it off my poison ivy. See, I don't know if you can see that, but I got poison ivy right near my eye. I got a spot up here on my forehead, and I got a big old thing of it on my leg here. Nasty stuff. So, skunks and poison ivy. You're lucky they don't have them in England. Anyway, I'll see you later. Bye.